Welcome to Smeatharpe Stadium near Taunton, the home of oval motorsport in the southwest of England, as the hard-hitting 2-litre saloon stock cars get their season underway under sunny skies on this Saturday evening. It's the first of 2 days of action here at Smeatharpe Stadium for the saloons as they contest their national championship. This Saturday night meeting sees 5 qualifying heats taking place, supported by the Brisker Formula 2 stock cars. Drivers looking to get places on the grid for the championship tomorrow. 3 heats coming up in part 1 of our programme. Part 2 will see the Formula 2 stock cars in action with their final and Grand National, and also the final 2 heats of the saloon stock cars getting their grid positions sorted ready for the big race tomorrow, the 2021 National Championship. Before the meeting gets underway, the drivers joining the officials here at Taunton from Autospeed. A tribute to Marion Farrow, the long-time secretary of the Saloon Stock Car Association, who did a huge amount of work behind the scenes for this formula and who sadly passed away recently. Drivers on the grid then for heat number 1. We've got about 25 cars out there. This first of 5 qualifying heats. Drivers not all racing in every heat. The entry is split up. 677 Warren Darby and 489 Wayne Jarvis leading the lower graders. Grading system similar to that used in Brisker Formula 1 and Formula 2. White, yellow, blue, red and Superstar are the grades. There are the higher graders further back. Quite a few drivers from Scotland here this weekend have made the long journey. There's Ross Waters, one of them in 670. Will Morphy, number 129. 428 is Lee Sampson. Ready to get underway then with these 2-litre, very heavily armoured stock cars, mainly based on Mondeo and Ford Sierra body shells under all the steel armouring you can see, and the bumpers certainly not for decoration. Ryan Santry being pushed wide there as heat number 1 gets underway with Warren Darby, 677, the local lad in the lead. And he recently moved up from mini stocks racing here at Taunton. Plenty of push and shove, plenty of smoke and steam from these cars. They fling them around this very tight little concrete surface oval. 172 Jack Rusk being pushed wide there in his Audi A4 bodied car. Warren Darby already with a clear lead over Wayne Jarvis, number 489 at the front of the field. There's one getting spun out, 316, that is Danny McCluskey. 661 of Graham Chevel. Stuart Chevel, his brother, on the inside there in 618, and McCluskey has come to a halt, just avoided there as they come off turn 4. You can see what a short oval this is here at Smeatharpe Stadium in Taunton, long established short track here in Devon. Race 6 for Nathan Alden running well there, past Bryn Finch in the 314. Spun out there down the back straight, that's 525 Wesley Starmer, one of many ex-Bangor racers in this field. 296 Craig Mitchell, a bit smoky there on the outside, looks like he's in trouble. 661 of 161 there of Billy Smith fighting it out with the 281 car of Mark Chenery. Clang and clatter of these big steel bumpers. Proper old-fashioned stock car racing. Wesley Starmer facing the wrong way off turn 4. There's Danny Elborn under fire from Ryan Santry getting the bumper in. Ross Waters coming through as well past Mark Chenery. Around goes Elborn, hits Chenery, who gets fired onto the centre there. About keeps it going. There's one of the Chevels putting the bumper in. Great stuff in the very first heat of this weekend. Wesley Starmer stuck facing the wrong way on the home straight. So more cars stranded under 504. Danny Elborn gets collected head on there by Ryan Santry. Marty Lake in 573 crashes in. There's somebody else got in there as well. There's more cars piling in behind them. This is more like it. 561 Aaron Totham, Flash as he's known, goes into the pile up off turn 2. Great stuff still at Warren Darby, who leads the way halfway through this first race, 18 laps. Second half of this race then in the sunshine here at Taunton. Billy Smith on the back of Marty Lake as you come from that pile up. There's 561 of Flash Totham, passing him Will Morphy, number 129, the former 1300 stock car world champion, as the number 10 car of Frank Little gets fired wide there. Another of the Audi A4 bodied cars. Danny Elborn is in the market tyres. Marty Lake gets spun aside, so does the 670 of Ross Waters by 399. That's Cole Atkins. Smash, bang, wallop everywhere you look in saloon stock cars, no matter what the race. This is just the first heat of the weekend. We've got 4 more races today and plenty more tomorrow. The National Championship coming up. More bumpers going in. Morphy under fire from Stuart Chevel, the ex-Brisker F1 racer in 618. Warren Darby still battling away at the front of the field. He's held the lead from the front. Only a young gun just out of mini stocks. There is Warren, he's in behind Ryan Santry there, the 677 car. 281 Mark Chenery as Wesley Starmer. He's been pushed from pillar to post in this one as Darby a bit sideways there. He's going to be squeezed the inside, wallop into the marker tyres. Now, has that lost him the lead? There are a lot of back markers in behind him. I think it's Nathan Oldham, 364, that's taken up the lead now. All these cars are lapped down, including the British champion, 171 there on the outside, Adam O'Dell. It's the 364 car that has now got the lead. There it is on the inside, the orange car of Nathan Oldham. Another of the local lads, Adam O'Dell, gets the bumper in on him. He's a lap down. Wesley Starmer, we've seen, have a couple of spins, and now back up the inside, Warren Darby forces his way back through into the lead. Warren Darby with 1 lap to go in 677. Oldham in second place. It's Wayne Jarvis in third, having a go at the inside line here. Pursued by Wes Starmer, they clang off the back straight wall, and Wayne Jarvis is going to be spun out here. So is Frank Little, who's coming through on the inside. Oldham's in there as well. Oh, we don't know who's going to get second place, but the win has gone to Warren Darby. We'll have to confirm who was second in the official results there. What a chaotic last couple of laps. It looked as though Warren Darby had lost it when he was squeezed into the marker tyres by Ryan Santry, number 389. But such was his lead. He only lost 1 place and was able to recover and get back ahead of Nathan Oldham to take the win. So Warren Darby, your winner. Nathan Oldham did take second place, and third went to Billy Smith in 161. Brink Finch, a good fourth ahead of Cole Atkins, and Stuart Sheville top of the Scots in sixth. Wayne Jarvis with that last corner spin down to seventh ahead of Jack Rust, Graham Sheville and Will Morphy.
Saloon's Heat 1 winner, 677 Warren Darby. You're making an impressive start in this formula.
Yeah, it's not going too bad. Had a good teacher.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Darby name is famous in saloons, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how are you finding it? Are you enjoying yourself in the formula so far?
Yeah, very good. It's all right.
Of course, you're going from white as well. That's going to change very, very soon.
Yeah, well, I hope so anyway.
Well, you've got Heat 3 to come still today. It's a busy day's racing, so best of luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Heat 2 on track then, another 27 cars out there for this one. Some of these cars we'll have seen in Heat 1 and some we won't. The latest member of the Barnes family to hit the track leading them off, 126 of Harry Barnes. East Anglian-based Barnes family have been involved in this formula since it began. The great Horry Barnes began racing when stock cars started in the UK back in 1954. Passed away a couple of years ago at the grand old age of 90, Britain's longest serving oval racer. There going through, that's Kieran Bellringer. Nathan Oldham's out in this one, Michael Boswell in 328s. World champions out in this one, 116 Diggy Smith on the Horry Barnes Memorial Trophy at Skegness last season. 131 Timmy Barnes is out there. There's Jack Rust in the Audi bodied car. Stuart Sheville's out again, Kyle Irvine in 85. There's just a few of the drivers on this grid then. Here we go. Ready for those bumpers to go flying in once again. Already plenty of push and shove, and round goes the first one. 277 Jack Brandon gets spun out there. Stuart Sheville under fire from fellow Scotsman Barry Russell, and his car's going everywhere on turns 1 and 2. 5 wide down the back straight. Look at that. Somehow they've all survived that. 902 Brad Compton Sage, aka Buster Jr. gets fired in. 349 Michael Allard gets taken sideways. Kyle Irvine gets through and makes about 5 places in one move on the inside. Diggy Smith in 116 with the golden roof is in the middle of all that. 730 Dean Mays as well, 2 very quick drivers indeed. Diggy Smith has won just about every title in this formula over the years. Here we go on turn 4, the whole pile up there, 4 or 5 cars involved. Great cloud of tyre smoke. Crash, bang, wallop as round goes. I think that's the 362 car being spun out there. Aaron Loader, he's been collected by 489 of Wayne Jarvis. They're still at it into turns 1 and 2. 152 of Levi Oughton gets taken out into the wall. And certainly with a big wallop there went to Stuart Sheville, courtesy of Michael Allard. Another one goes walloping straight in, 888. That's Shane Emerson. There's so much going on here, impossible to keep up with it. As for who's leading, well, I'm not quite sure at the moment. We'll have to pick that up in a few moments' time. 2 cars stranded off turn 4 there. Aaron Loader is one of them. Wayne Jarvis, I think, was the other. 842 gets fired wide as well. So much going on out there. Lee Williams in 842 getting spun out into the tyres down the home straight. Danny Elborn's not had a happy day so far, trying to rejoin there. Are things going to start to settle down? Well, of course they're not. This is saloon stock car racing. 28 pink car there. Ian Govia, one of the many ex-Bangor racers in this field, gets taken out. Another car gets spun in the background. We've got yellow flags out. I think leading is 447 Adam Hicks. As Barry Russell, 600, gets spun aside there. The yellow flags have come out because there are so many stranded cars around the track. There's two of them. That's the cars of Aaron Loader and Wayne Jarvis. There we see Stuart Cheville off the marker tyres, Kyle Irvine giving her a push, and that's what took out Michael Allard in the 349 car. Brilliantly driving there to hold onto it and avoid the spin. You can see him twirling at the steering wheel. Diggy Smith giving them a push from behind. 888 of Shane Emerson, the orange car there, going wide. Just impossible to know where to look. Nathan Alden spun out and walloped straight in went Stuart Cheville, courtesy of Allard again, getting a bit of revenge there. Well, it is 447 Adam Hicks who has got the lead. 328 Michael Boswell is behind him, but near impossible to know what lap these drivers are on, whether they're a lap down or not. You can vaguely see from the bonnet line there the Mondeo origins of that car. Behind them, Harry Barnes in 126. Rest of them get underway then in the sunset here at Smeatharpe Stadium, and into a marker tyre goes Nathan Alden. That's taken out Lee Williams. It's Stuart Cheville again. He's hit everybody in this race, I think, so far. We're only halfway through it, just about. 18 laps the distance. Michael Allard on the centre in 349. We're back underway with Adam Hicks leading, having a go there at the 130 car of Chris Durrant. Through turns 1 and 2, he's got a healthy lead now. Down the back straight he goes, but it's impossible to build a big lead because it's such a tiny track. 131, that's Timmy Barnes. I don't know how many generations of the Barnes family have raced in saloon stock cars. Maybe at least 4 now. Adam Hicks has the lead. Who's closing in on him here? We'll pick that up in a second because there is Barnes and Diggy Smith. That's Harry Barnes, Diggy Smith, 85, Kyle Irvine behind him. Timmy Barnes almost spun out there by Adam O'Dell in the 171. Barnes gets picked up and walloped straight in he goes, courtesy of Barry Russell. 672 gets spun aside, that's Simon Paris. Another one goes in the background. This is better than Banger racing. These cars built to last, unlike Bangers. We lose Jack Russ there in the background in 172 in the Audi bodied car. Adam Hicks continues to set the pace. Coming off there to the centre. It's Harry Barnes, I think. There's 282 Ant Riley, the ex-Brisker F2 racer, known as Snap-Off from his days in the Bangers. 600 of Barry Russell. Towards the closing stages now, saloon stock cars heat number 2, looking for qualifying places for the National Championship on Sunday. Nathan Alden's got going again. Hicks trying to push 618 Stuart Cheville aside, and the yellows are coming out again. We've got a car stopped on the home straight. I think that's Nathan Alden. It's by the starter's rostrum, you can see there in the background. Trying to see who that is. In fact, I think it might be Jack Russ. There's what happened to Nathan Alden. 364 was spun aside. Yeah, I think it's Jack Russ who's stopped there. Alden was taken out by Stuart Cheville, bouncing off the marker tyres. Phil Powell, the veteran campaigner in 199, getting through on the outside, and there's what happened to Jack Russ, and it was Stuart Cheville again. Is he trying to win this as last car running? To be fair, the Cheville brothers often do that up at Cowdenbeath, at their home track in Scotland. Ready for a restart then. It is still Adam Hicks, I think number 447 in front, but the pack have closed up on him now. Dean Mays, Diggy Smith is there, Kyle Irvine in 85 as well. Would you want to be in a restart with Diggy Smith and Dean Mays right on your tail like that? Well, I certainly wouldn't, but this is what Adam Hicks has got to deal with. Let's see if he can hang on in front over the closing laps of this heat number 2 to take the win. Poised, ready to attack. Barry Russell in there as well, and Adam O'Dell in 5th position. Off they go. Charge down towards turn 1. Adam Hicks makes a good restart, but so does Dean Mays. The bumper goes in. Hicks rides it out. Diggy Smith's ready to attack as well. He's going to try and go for the wider line. Here comes Dean Mays again. The bumper goes in. They take him out wide, and wallop straight in goes Hicks. And Diggy Smith said, "Thank you very much. I'll dive up the inside and go from 3rd to 1st in one move." Mays 2nd. Barry Russell coming through into 3rd place. It's the 2 East Anglians out in front. There's the battle for 3rd. Russell is in there. Kyle Irvine, Adam O'Dell, Shane Emerson in behind them. Bumpers going in again. Russell coming under fire. Just a couple of laps to go now for Diggy Smith, the world champion. Dean Mays in behind him. Kyle Irvine going well in the 85, battling with Barry Russell and Shane Emerson behind them, and then it's Stuart Sheville. See what he can do already. Dean Mays into the last lap is attacking Diggy Smith. Is he lining him up for a last bend attack? Here we go into turn 3. Watch the bumper going in. Wallop, in goes the bumper. Out wide goes Diggy Smith. Dean Mays up the inside and snatches the win on the last bend. Great stuff from Dean Mays. Look at this, 4 wide almost behind in the pack, and Stuart Sheville gets a taste of his own medicine. He gets spun over the line, but he's hit everybody in this race. If there was a prize for best entertainer, I think he would win it in that one. But it's Dean Mays who's taken the win. Maisie Jr., as he's known, his dad Steve raced bangers with him for many years before Dean moved into the saloon stock cars. There is that last bend lunge on the man with the gold roof, Diggy Smith. Always a friendly rivalry among the East Anglians. Through went Dino Mays to take the win. Stuff there from the 7:30 car. Diggy Smith recovering to take second place. Barry Russell taking third, just ahead of Kyle Irvine. Stuart Sheville in fifth, just beat Adam O'Dell in that frantic finish further back. Phil Powell seventh, ahead of the long-time leader Adam Hicks. And then Shane Emerson and Anthony Riley completing the top 10.
Saloon's Heat 2 winner, 730 Dean Mays. What a race that was!
It was carnage. Stoppages, can't remember how many stoppages, 2 or 3. You sort of like, you get through and you think you're going, and then there's a restart and you've got to start all over again, but came out good in the end.
Yeah, on the restart, you must have looked in your mirror and seen Diggy behind you and thought, well, this is going to be an interesting finish.
Yeah, I knew what was coming. You know, a stock car racing, so you know what's going to happen. Diggy's a stock car driver. It was good. It just worked out well in the end.
Yeah, it was certainly a sweet hit at the end, wasn't it, just to get him on the line.
Yeah, everyone loves the last bend lunge.
And of course it's a big weekend as well for the saloon, so it could get interesting.
Yeah, it's the national. It could get interesting. It's all about the luck on the day, really.
Well, best of luck for the rest of the meeting.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Heat number 3 about to get underway then. Mike Brader's leading them off. 3-1-4 on pole position is Bryn Finch. Warren Darby back out looking for win number 2. It's a second win. This will give him a very good qualifying position for the National Championship tomorrow. Billy Smith is out there. Graham Sheville. Aaron Totham is there. Cole Atkins in 399. Ross Waters in 670. Just some of the big names to watch out for from further back on the grid. Let's rise, and here we go. And already they're bumping and boring coming round turns 3 and 4. Are they all going to reach the start line? Never mind the finish. No, they're not. We've got 2 spinners already in there. 316 of McCluskey was one of them. Oh, we've got cars everywhere on turn 4. 281 is in there as well, Mark Chenery, but it's Warren Darby, 677, who moves into the early lead ahead of Harry Barnes in 126. As cars littering the inside of turn 4. They didn't even make it to the start line. There's Will Morphy, number 129, gets a wallop from 399 rather of Cole Atkins. And behind them 161 of Billy Smith. Racing in a glorious sunset here at Taunton. A big hit again there from Cole Atkins on Will Morphy. Billy Smith comes through. Graham Sheville, Ross Waters, 389. Ryan Santry is in behind them. Another family that's been racing for many, many decades in saloon stock cars. Real fast-paced start here. It's rare for conditions to be so good for a major meeting at Taunton. Sadly, for Autospeed, the promotion usually rains at their championship events. Rain is forecast for tomorrow, actually, for the National Championship. Let's hope it stays away. Darby already in the back lap of traffic. He's got Ant Riley snap off the head of him there in 282 after his career in the bangers before moving to Formula 2 stock cars. We'll see them in the second part of our programme. Somebody's spinning out onto the centre deck. We'll see who it was. Billy Smith gets past all. There's a spinner. 296 Craig Mitchell, and Lee Sampson has crashed into the number 10, I think that was, of Frank Little. Cars littering the back straight. The leaders get thrown on the outside. Oh, only just there. The leader did clip the number 10 car, and he's got 561 Aaron Totham on his tail now. Lee Sampson in 428, very experienced racer, has rejoined. It's still Warren Darby who's just about got the lead here. 282, a lap down. We saw him overtaken by Warren Darby earlier. Slip and slide their way round. Cole Atkins under fire. Ross Waters on the outside there in 670. Wallop straight in by 277. That's Jack Grandon. Tries for revenge there down the home straight, but I think Grandon might be slowing up their man, nobbled his own car with that hit. Smoke from Harry Barnes' car as another one gets walloped straight in. 3-1-4 Bryn Finch. And that's taken his Mondeo out of the race, I think. Hopefully they'll avoid him down the home straight. The Union flag is out for halfway, and it's still Warren Darby who has got the lead. That's for second place. There's so much going on in the pack, I'm not sure who's in second. There is 5.73, that is Marty Lake. In fact, I think this is the battle for second. Rowan Venny 3.70, Marty Lake in 5.73. We know 2.96 is down because we saw Craig Mitchell have a spin earlier on. There's 3.14 Bryn Finch, he's pulled up. Craig Mitchell having a go at Marty Lake. He's in third place, I think, getting taken wide there down the back straight though. And Riley dives in as well. Warren Darby avoiding a spun car there on turn 2. Quite tell who that was. I think it might have been Graham Shevin, 661. More bumpers going in, and Riley, what's he doing? Attacking the marker tyres, going the wrong way. No idea what that was all about. 85 Kyle Irvine, taken wide there in the Battle of the Scots with Ross Waters in 670. They're about to be lapped by our leader. Get out of the way, says Warren Darby, and Ross Waters spins in front of him, nearly took the leader out there. 5 laps to go, and somehow Warren Darby has survived all this in the lead. He's collected 2 spun cars ahead of him. Somehow he's able to hang on in front. It's a battle further back. That's the 370 car of Rowan Venny. He may still be in second place, but I'm struggling to follow this. 277 Jack Brandon, he's lost his boot lid. Still going. Saw him with a big wallop earlier on, together with Cole Atkins in the 399 car. There's 730, the winner of Heat 2, Dean Mays. He gets walloped straight in by Graham Sheville. I swear the Sheville family just try and win races with nobody else left running. Great to watch. Down the wall he goes now, courtesy of Will Morphew, 129. Coming around to start the final lap of this race, and somehow 677, there he is, Warren Darby has survived all the way in the lead. I don't know how he's done that. He's had so many obstacles put in his way. It's like a game of Mario Kart. Down the back straight he goes. He's got Graham Sheville ahead of him. Just needs to get round this final turn. Sheville busy attacking Ant Riley ahead. It's going to be a second win for Warren Darby. He takes seat number 3 by a clear margin. Try and work out who's coming through for second place. So flat traffic in there, I'm not too sure. We'll have to confirm that in a moment. What a chaotic race that was, to say the very least. Warren Darby somehow keeping his head while all around him were losing theirs. And he makes it 2 wins out of 3 heats so far. Warren Darby the winner ahead of Marty Lake, who came through for second. Rowan Venny third. A good result for Harry Barnes in 4th. Dean Mays made it up to 5th from the back ahead of Ryan Santry. Kyle Irvine in 7th ahead of Lee Sampson a lap down. Then Aaron Totham and Wesley Starmer complete the top 10.
Saloon's Heat 3 winner. We've just said you won Heat 1 earlier on. Heat 3 now, you're unstoppable today.
Yeah, I would say unstoppable. Hit a parked car in that one.
And National Championships tomorrow, the form you're on, you've got to be thinking this could be mine.
Well, if it was dry, it might be alright, but it's going to rain, and I've never driven in the rain before, so it could be a different ball game.
It might make you even faster.
Might do, yeah, but I don't reckon. Still got to get through all the traffic. No, it might not be traffic in front, but there's still going to have good drivers around me. You've got to just keep your cool and get on with it. So
that's it. Just do what you do and see what happens.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, typically hard-hitting action, some great stuff so far from the Saloon stock cars, and that's just the first 3 qualifying heats. Plenty more coming up in the second part of our programme tonight, and some racing from the Briscoe Formula 2 stock cars here at Taunton. Join us shortly after this break.